Hey everybody, 2021 was a pretty garbage year for me, and I promised to make videos for the entire summer of 2021, and clearly that did not pan out at all. And I think my new promise to myself is that I want to keep creating things on YouTube, mostly just Minecraft videos. I tried doing some streaming, and I tried doing some other things with games, and nothing really clicked with me. So instead, I decided to come back to Stonecraft, but you'll notice, if you've seen any of my other videos, that this place is much different, because this is actually a new server. This is Stonecraft 2.0. And I have not been recording anything for a while, but I decided today that I would show you what I've been working on. And that is an enormous tower that is going to go to the top of the world. And I've been hard at work on that for several weeks now, as well as this starter base that I have here. And I really hope that you enjoy what I have to show you at the moment. I obviously plan to make this area a dripstone cavern, and this other area is sort of lush. And of course you could see up there that there's a very open lobby. And down here I just want to put a bunch of hanging gardens and create a sense of verticality in the world now that the world height is so much higher and the caves are so much bigger. I mean, this is insane. There's more cave here than you could expect in any other version of the game. But yeah, for 2021, I basically felt uninspired and kind of hopeless, and hoping that 2022 turns things around. And I did graduate last May, and so I'm hoping that pretty soon I actually have a job to show for it. So I've already made a lot more progress than I did at this point in the old world that I had. I actually have a bone meal farm from moss, and I've created a decent slime farm. There's a few slimes in there, but it's nothing on the level of Psycraft. But I've also created my own record farm, and I'm pretty proud that it works pretty well. And this area is going to be my future storage. Although that's sort of what I'm going to be working on in this episode, in addition to some other fun things that are happening on the server. And I think I want to show you the spawn district, where we have created a lot of new things for you to look at, and new shops. But before I go there, I'm going to don my armor, because we will have to go through the nether when we come back. Wow, get a look at this. So we have a new spawn teleport command that we use, and look at this spawn building designed by our server's Bullteal, and he just did an amazing job. Everybody got their own sign/statue area. Some people don't have theirs finished yet. I'm looking at you, Sunny. You can see my statue is looking proud and majestic. And of course, my flag, which you might have noticed, is sort of like what I have on the walls of my new base, but I need to maybe tweak it a little bit in that case. And there's Bullteal. He designed the spawn. He's got a lot of good ideas. So this is the Yule tree. We're gonna change it for different seasons, but I did this all in about a day when we first started playing on the server. Oh yeah, and that is my shop. I have a record player because I'm selling records, although I haven't sold many yet. My record shop, Grimm's Disc Emporium. I even was able to find a parrot, and he's just chilling in the window. All discs or one diamond, excuse me. I gotta restock the posters. No one's bought a full set of C418 discs yet. Looks like there haven't been many sales, or any sales rather, for a while. You can see that I have every single disc now fully stocked. You can even test your music discs before you buy them. The only problem is that I have not acquired Pigstep or Otherside yet. Oh no. It'll be fine though. Although I am a little bit worried about how rare Otherside is. Check on my stand, which is slimes, and it looks like I already need to restock all of my slimes, but I don't really have any left, so I'll have to come back and do that another day. My slime system is not very good right now, but I do know that I need to keep buying these from Mastawunda because I'm going to need a lot of dripstone blocks to do that dripstone cave area. And it looks like he's just making bank. I want more of these. Let's see if there's anything good in the headstall. Nothing I'm interested in at the moment, but that's okay. All right, now I guess I need to head back to my base and do that safely. And my nether tunnel is not started very much yet, so that may be a bit harrowing, to say the least. Oh yeah, but if I'm gonna build a storage system, I probably need to buy a bunch of hoppers from Bullteal. So let's get ready to shell out, I guess, because these are not necessarily cheap. Oh wow, I hadn't seen this before. Looks like they just entirely covered the spawn nether hub in wool, which is great. Ooh, there's even a bird here. Well, that reminds me, if I see a ghast, I need to actually just look them dead in the eye, because with the spyglass now, you can get an achievement for doing that. So hopefully, if I see a ghast, I'll remember to do that. While I didn't really show you what other people's shops were about, I feel like I wanted to showcase that and didn't. But that is okay, because I feel like a lot of people are still in the process of developing their shops, and the stands are really where it's at right now. There is a bookshop. You might have noticed a bookshelf looking structure in the shopping area. And there's also a bee shop. So there definitely is a thriving economy that is rising out of the spawn caldera, which is basically a volcanic depression inside an old volcano or something like that. I'm not a geologist, but I just play one on TV, I guess. Well, as you can see, I haven't quite accomplished all of the same things in the same order that I did the last time I played, which was to say that I made another tunnel before anything I built in the overworld on the last Stonecraft world, so things are going a little bit differently for me, but I'm very proud of what I've built so far. Lots of copper and everything, just using a lot of the new block palette, and I get to live inside of this gigantic, enormous cave. There's more cave this way that I started to terraform as well, turn it into Lush Cave, but it's taking a while to explore everything. Yeah, anywhere that you start to see torch spam is probably an area that I haven't quite gotten to yet. I created this lake and have been trying to make sure that it's sort of just a lush garden environment around my farms, because the theme I'm going for this series, whatever you want to call it, is going to be solar punk. So solar punk is a movement, politics, and art where you're trying to evoke a message of hope for the future despite the challenges. So clearly society as we know it may not prevail for as long as we think it will, at the rate that we are deforesting things and in general causing havoc with climate change, but that doesn't mean that humans won't adapt and change to their scenario. And I thought in Minecraft that that sort of aesthetic blends in already. So all of my deep slate is sequestered carbon blocks, and I use a lot of raw blocks from the environment like amethyst to give things color, but it also gives it sort of like this, I want to say, post-industrial feel. It looks like I'm forgetting to show you one thing though, unless I did already earlier. There is a zombie spawner up here, and I thought for a second I saw a zombie in the chamber, but I took a lot of time to make sure that this looked right, so I hope you like it. And up this water elevator, ye will find that the entrance is a little bit difficult to find. Up these stairs is the next project after my storage system, the elevator room. And all of these are going to be water elevators. The central one here will be a down water elevator of some kind. And yeah, there'll be elevators to each floor. And it'll be just like the build I made on Clockwork's server. I forgot what he called it back in the day. I just took a pause for a second there. Well, anyway, it was a server where I had Summertown with Lich Princess. And yeah, I'm going to make another tower, but this one is going to be way more coherent, way more cool. And, you know, before all of the elevators were through the same floor, and there's just one floor all the way up. I mean, one floor for each level, if that makes sense. I mean, there wasn't like a elevator shaft or anything. Like, the space for each floor would be on each landing here, and that would be it. Now I'm actually gonna do something that's way bigger and wider and more like an actual real world skyscraper, but with all of the sci-fi and fantasy elements still intact, because that's kind of what I like to do on Minecraft. So I didn't do a good enough job spawn proofing that. It probably needs light here. I don't know why I'm doing this swimming when I have a boat. And this is the Hobbit Hole that I built before I started it all, and you saw this at the beginning of the episode. So this is my little starter hut, and I'm pretty proud of it. Carved into the side of a hill. Still have to work on this room, but there is a kitchen, a living room, storage room, record room, and bedroom. Well, that's it for the tour. Let's build that storage system already, shall we? See you on the other side.